Well, a very good morning and welcome along to live football action. This is a massive game coming up here in the Reliance Foundation Development League National Group Stage as it's match week 3 in Group Super Giants yet to register their first win of the season, taking on the table toppers FC Goa, who have been absolutely brilliant in the opening two games and looking to go 3 out of 3 to start off match week 3 in the Reliance Foundation Development League in the national group stages. As we bringing you live action from the SSA's first victory in the third time of asking. They are top of Group A after commanding victories against Diamond Harbour Football Club and Shrindi Deccan. They are your league's top scorers with 5 league goals and just the one conceded. Head coach Israel Gurung will be tremendously pleased with the way that his team have gone out there and expressed themselves. And now it's all about getting the job done against the team that haven't scored yet in the opening two games, but also do have 2 clean sheets, as head coach Degi Cardozo will be hoping that this time his team managed to turn those draws into a victory today. Well, wonderful settings here at the SSA Stadium in Shillong. Tremendous conditions and full marks to the groundsmen of keeping this surface alive and going for the excellent football that we're expecting both these teams to play out here today. It's a very interesting team uses that has been filtered through and that will be brought to your attention once the teams do line up. There have been some very interesting subplots here. We're past the halfway stage of the national group stages for these teams. FC Goa look to make it 3 out of 3. As for Mohun Bagan Super Giants, in order to qualify as the top two, they feel they must win here today. As the defending champions, the pressure is always on you. You have a target on your back, and you know that teams will be gunning for you every time you step up on the field. And that's something that Mohun Bagan Super Giants have truly faced here, while they have been impeccable at the back, conceding very little chances, not yet to concede a goal in the national group stages yet. They have had an issue with their goal scoring touch. It has deserted them in the opening two games, but there's plenty of time to put things right here. Right here, right now, against the table toppers is where the defending champions will have to go out there and play some of their best football in the upcoming 90 minutes. Well, I'm Suraj, your commentator for this classic morning clash here between Mohun Bagan Super Giants and FC Goa. Things can get very, very interesting past the halfway stage of the national group stages, where teams start to get a bit more desperate, knowing that points can really turn their futures and get themselves up the table. As the official leads the two sides out here today, Levan Castania, Rohan Singh, Mohamed Bilal, the back line now becoming all the more familiar as for FC Goa, led by their skipper, Wellington Fernandez, who has been the driving force in the heart of the midfield, leads his side. Well, both teams will be enthused. Both teams will know that they have done some very good things going forward and have had some excellent moments in the matches. And now it's all about turning those great performances into results. The margin of error is declining with every passing game, and that's why games such as this become so crucial. Well, the referee today, Manish Vashist, with his 2 assistant referees, Snatching and Nongrum, with the fourth official, Wilfred Hayong, keeping a close eye on proceeding as the 2 skippers, Priyansh Dubey, the goalkeeper for Mohun Bagan Super Giants. As for FC Goa, their number 14, their driving force, Wellington Fernandez. Well, the pre-match formalities in the books as we'll bring you the team news very, very shortly with kickoff a couple of minutes away. Mohun Bagan Super Giants with head coach Degi Cardozo ringing in the changes with Priyansh Dubey in goal, Mohammad Bilal, Rohit Singh, Roshan Singh, and Liman Castania as the back five. Rohit Singh in that central defensive midfielder with Gurnaj Grewal coming into the side. Tumsul Thompson stays in midfield with Donald Singh on the left, Aditya Adhikari and Rajkumar Singh as the front three. For FC Goa, head coach Israel Gurung goes with a very strong lineup with Lionel Remy in goal, Asher Rodriguez, Wesley Desa, Citra Carvalho, and Akash Singh as the back four. Wellington Fernandez, Mervyn Fernandez in midfield. Sangam Shetty will be playing just behind the centre forward Sean Fernandez with Bryson Pereira and Mohamed Ismail on the flanks for FC Goa. They have set the standard, they have set the pace. 2 wins out of 2 for FC Goa, top of Group A as Mohun Bagan Super Giants, currently in fourth, will feel that they need to get all 3 points against FC Goa today if they want to keep their tournament hopes alive and find themselves in the top two of Group A, who's now starting to take a lot more shape. Things are getting very competitive, and dropping points could become catastrophic. All the final checks complete here. It will be FC Goa in their all-white kit to get things up and running here at the SSA Stadium in Shillong. FC Goa perfect in the national group stages so far. 2 wins out of 2. As for Mohun Bagan Super Giants, 2-0 draws to begin their title defense. They need all 3 points here today as Sean Fernandez gets things up and running for FC Goa as the team in white kicks things off from right to left. Mohun Bagan immediately on the front foot here, trying to get that fast start going. To score a goal in the national group stage, that's something that you don't really associate with the defending champions as Levan Castania whips the ball into the box. It could be left by Leonard Remy, and you could see clearly, very, very clearly, head coach Degi Cardozo's instructions on show here. Mohun Bagan Super Giants defensively have struck their balance, but it's been in the final third where they have struggled as Sean Fernandez down the left-hand side. He's got the run of Bryson Pereira. Sete for making the run from the number 10 position. They'll be interchanging their position, make no mistake about it. The number 47, Bryson Pereira, and number 67, Sangam Shetty. With Wesley Desar, scored in the previous game against Trinity Deccan Football Club. Fernandez with the brace against Diamond Harbour Football Club. So goals coming from not just the attackers, but the defenders chipping in as well. Bagan Super Giants. It's just a game where it all comes together for them. That's the ball in midfield. Here's Bryson Pereira. Can drive forward. Shoots it to Sangam Shetty. Wellington Fernandez. Here's the skipper now. Eyeing his way. Puts in a low ball into the box. It's an interesting delivery. Mohun Bagan Super Giants decide to take a safety first approach there defensively. FC Goa's point of view, momentum so important, and winning is contagious. It filters down across the entire organization, and that's how contagious winning can be. It is an addictive feeling. They'll want them to keep it going as the tournament heats up in the national group stages. Win here, and FC Goa pretty much booked their spot in the semi-finals. National Championship will feature top 4 teams. They're giving the ball away in a critical position here. It's Sangam Shetty. Bryson Pereira with the strike. He hits the crossbar. That is an early warning sign fired at the defending champions' goal. It's Bryson Pereira, the number 47, on his left foot. Nearly finds the top corner in sensational fashion. Mohun Bagan Super Giants guilty of giving the ball away there. Cannot be giving the ball, especially with FC Goa putting in such a high press. Mohun Bagan Super Giants' point of view, never have been the nightmare start. To concede a goal, score one either. Back five alongside their goalkeeper looked very strong. Gunnar Grewal start the game against Diamond Harbour Football Club. It did make a real impact since coming on. Drafted back in the starting 11. Left-footed ball by Mr. Johnson. Gets a flick-on header. Now for a goal kick. Mexico has found the balance. That's why they are the table toppers of Group A. 5 goals scored, just to one conceded. Remember the game against Diamond Harbour Football Club in the opening day? They were excellent, and in a 7 or 8 minute spell, they were devastating. Head coach Israel Gurung will be so pleased with the way that his team have found and struck balance, especially against the top sides and against the defending champions. The real test for how far FC Goa have come here. They're a very tricky outfit. Every time you're up against FC Goa, they've got so many different facets to it. Keeps you guessing. They are a well-oiled machine. And in midfield, very comfortable here, FC Goa. Had to really get their rhythm, but Bryson Pereira coming the closest, opening the scoring. They're dropping very deep here as the left back. They constantly interchange positions. That left-hand side for FC Goa will be very, very dangerous. And Pereira likes to operate. That Shetty will make those runs forward. So 5 minutes on the clock here at the SSA Stadium in Shillong. And then the scoreline, familiar scoreline for Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Is Wellington Fernandez. He has led his side beautifully. The way that he generates the power from midfield, his ball carrying, his passing, all top attributes. Punched forward here. Onto the left-hand side. Mohun Bagan looking to get the attack going. Crunching challenge there. Magnificently done. Has he won that clean as a whistle? He has. Citra Carvalho sticks that long leg out and wins it cleanly. Beautiful challenge. Sangam Shetty in as the left back. Combined with Bryson Pereira, the 1-2 has been played. Sangam is on his bike here, but like he overhits that. Clearance there from Priyansh Dubey. Throw in for FC Goa. He edged it in terms of territory, efforts, just the overall rhythm. So it shouldn't surprise you as to why FC Goa are top of such a competitive group. Both groups, to be fair, are ultra competitive, with 12 of the best sides in the national group stages will be whittled down to 4 in the semi-finals. That's why things get very, very interesting now. And for those watching live on the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports YouTube channel, I welcome you all and thank you for your consistent support. Really makes these games a whole lot more fun knowing that there is a massive digital audience watching. The players know it, make no mistake about it. They know that they're playing with a lot of people watching. For those watching live, do get involved in the live chat. So what do you think the scoreline would be at halftime and then after the 90 minutes? Good header there defensively. Should just look to clear the ball away. He does. Mohun Bagan Super Giants just secure possession once again. There's Mohamed Bilal. The back five of Priyansh Dubey, Mohamed Bilal, Rohan Singh, Roshan Singh, and Levan Castania now being almost a permanent fixture, the back five. Rohit Singh likes to drop in between the two centre halves, but also does make those forward runs. He's not a centre defensive midfielder, just patrols that area in midfield. He looks to get into the opposition box as well, with Gurnath Grewal and Tumsul Thompson on either side of Rohit Singh. Aditya Adhikari also drafted into the starting 11 onto the right-hand side. FC Goa continued a decent start here. Really playing with a whole load of confidence. Akash Singh, the right back alongside Citra Carvalho, formed a really strong partnership. Sangam Shetty and Wesley Desai trying to form a partnership themselves, but that right-hand side for FC Goa is often a lock. Here's Desai. Clever pass there to Sangam Shetty. It's a crunching challenge on him. Referee's happy for play to continue. Thompson secures the ball. Mohun Singh now shifts it onto the left-hand side. Mohun Bagan will continue to remain patient. They know that their defensive solidity is a really good base to build upon. It's all about trying to find solutions, though, going forward. Long ball forward for Ivan Castagna, out for a throw-in. And Wesley Desai looking very comfortable defending in those wide areas, and he'll have to be considering Sangam Shetty's positioning, really. The closest to opening the scoring after that fizzing effort. Came off the crossbar. Fiaz Dubé, 2 clean sheets in the national group stages for the captain. Be happy with that aspect. Now it's up to Mohun Bagan Super Giants to try and find that goal scoring touch. As early as match week 3, it feels like Mohun Bagan Super Giants will need to win this game. They're trying to secure their top 2 spots. Give yourself a mountain to climb. Yet to lose, but 2 draws. They've already dropped 4 points as defending champions. A lot of people would have probably had them as a lock in the top 2, but national group stages are impossible to predict. He spots the offside and quickly blows the whistle. Mohun Bagan Super Giants dominant in the regionals, finishing second with 12 points, and in the zonals a bit of a dip, but still doing enough to qualify for the national group stages. Third with 8 points, goal difference. Scored the 8 goals with 5 conceded. It's a brilliant move down the right-hand side. It's Donald Singh, puts it across. How does he miss? But the danger stays alive. Can he get the shot away? FC Goa quickly get their positioning back. Ball into the box. Asks too much out of Donald Singh. And out for a goal kick. That is brilliant from Mohun Bagan Super Giants in terms of construction. Donald Singh finding himself in acres of room down the right-hand side. I thought he was just going to drive that into the low post. Instead, he went for the cutback. Very good defending by FC Goa, though, to try and keep. That's how quickly things can turn here, as Mohun Super Giants being patient in the early stages. They need to trouble Lionel Remy in goal. That has to be remit number 1 from head coach Degi Cardozo's point of view. Defensively, they do almost take care of themselves. That's going forward. That's the kind of spark that Mohun Bagan Super Giants will need. Wesley Desai scored a goal against Trinity Deccan Football Club. It's not just been about the attackers. Defenders chipping in as well with the goals, and that will please head coach Israel Gurung, knowing that the goals are being shared across the side. Juan Fernandez with 2 out of the 5 goals. Javier Khatkar adding 1 himself, as FC Goa are getting players on the score sheet. Mohun Bagan Super Giants wouldn't have minded that 0-0 draw against Bengaluru Football Club. That 0-0 draw against Diamond Harbour Football Club would feel damaging for them, considering they were slight favourites before the start of the game. Lovely switch, managing to stay on side. By the looks of it, it isn't. Good call there from the linesman, and a very good line held by the FC Goa defence. FC Goa strong in their zonals, finishing second behind Sesa Football Academy. Third in the regionals, but head coach Israel Gurung likes to experiment a few things during the regional stage, and once zonals and the nationals do take place, he locks in his teams, he locks in his tactics. Now you can see why FC Goa have been top. Mohamed Bilal playing his right-sided centre-half today. Head coach Degi Cardozo just shifting his back line around. Ivan Castagna remains as the right back, and a regular figure there is Sangam Shetty on the left-hand side. He's got the pace. Can he get there first? Decent defending there by Mohamed Bilal, who just comes across and mops up. Oh, it's a risky pass. He's given it away. FC Goa on the attack. Cut back. Chance for a shot from distance here. Oh, that might be a foul. The referee says get up. He's right there in position. Wasn't to be fooled. Here's Wesley Desai. Floats that in. Well cleared away. FC Goa now stepping it up here. Citra Carvalho. They are now starting to pop the ball as Konsamaka Singh on the right-hand side. Venturing forward, FC Goa looking comfortable. Here's to skipper Wellington Fernandez. Again in the base of midfield, allowing Mohun Fernandez to make the forward runs. Here's Wesley Dessar again. He's been very commanding in his position. He's striding forward with the ball. Here's Sean Fernandez. Plays it back to his centre back. Wesley with the ball into the box. Priyansh Dubey with a comfortable gather. Just shows you the fluidity of the FC Goa attack. Slightly short at the back though, as Mohun Bagan Super Giants have committed bodies forward in the pass. Slightly overhit. Calmly done there by Citroy Carvalho. Beautifully done there from Citroy. Mohan Singh finds Mohun Fernandez, finding Wellington Fernandez. Two midfielders quickly back into the position there. You can see something that head coach Israel Gurung demands from his team. Work off the ball. Has to match the intensity when you do have the ball. Here's Wesley Dessar. A lot of touches and involved in the build-up play. Again, look at his positioning, how he has to shift wide considering how Sangam Shetty is venturing forward. Wellington Fernandez wins the first ball. Bryson Pereira gives it back to his skipper. Lovely footwork this from Wellington Fernandez, trying to dance his way past the Mohun Bagan Super Giants defense. Defending champions do manage to defend that situation. 15 minutes on the clock here at the SSA Stadium in Shillong. Defending champions Mohun Bagan Super Giants. 0-0 in the opening two games. Scoreline being matched here with 15 minutes on the clock. Defensive resilience very much on show. Just the one goal conceded between the two teams so far. Both defenses have been excellent. Teams like this is where you expect fine and tight margins. You can see head coach Israel Gurung just urging for calm. He wants the ball on the deck. He wants the ball to be shifted around. The top coach, synonymous with FC Goa and the Reliance Foundation Development League. And it's a foul. Referee in a good position. He's kept his cards in his pocket so far, but it's Oinam Donald Singh who's picked up a yellow card here. Referee exercising no patience. Nish Vashish, the referee today, urging the Mohun Bagan Super Giants players to let him do the refereeing here as Donald Singh comes the first one to pick up a yellow card here. Sangam Shetty seems to be okay to continue, suffering the challenge from Donald Singh. Yellow card for the number 11 as FC Goa look to recalibrate their attack here. And Bryson Pereira has come the closest in terms of opening the scoring. Match week 3 of Group A. Tremendous left-footed strike that thundered against the crossbar. He puts the ball into the box, well defended. Last touch might have come off the defender. It hasn't. It's out for a goal kick. Good defending there from Mohun Bagan Super Giants. That's something that has been synonymous. The defending champions, the way that they have defended as a team has been particularly impressive. Have they sacrificed a little bit in terms of attacking threat to keep that defensive solidity? That's for you to decide. And the ball forward, Wellington Fernandez happy to just mop up. Look at the defense there from Wellington Fernandez. As that number 6 playing as that central defensive midfielder. Just drops in there, acts as an auxiliary centre half when FC Goa don't have the ball. Rajkumar Singh, the centre forward, the number 75, will need to get involved here. In a very quiet game against Diamond Harbour Football Club. Not too much service for him. FC Goa very strong defensively again. Against the corner. There's head coach Israel Gurung. He will be mightily pleased with his way his boys have gone out there and represented the badge in the national group stages this season. Every time FC Goa take the field, you just know that they've got everything in terms of ingredients to win football matches. I also know that strike from distance is a decent strike, but it's on target. All fell very kindly as Lionel Remy makes his first save. Sat up nicely as went for the big switch out. FC Goa bench. A lot of options for head coach Israel Gurung, Jovial Diaz, and number 7. Javier Karkar, of course, who did score against Diamond Harbour Football Club. Asher Rabello, Will Goes, Karan Fialo, and Fred and Mendes all on the bench for FC Goa. Switch out onto the right-hand side. Donald Singh stays on side. He's got Levan Castagna for support. Uses Levan this time. Lovely roll back there. Rolls it back. This is a very good move this from the defending champions, but they've got completely dispossessed there. Now FC Goa can start the counter-attack. It's a lone counter-attack started by Sean Fernandez. He's got support now. Mohun Bagan Super Giants quickly back into the defensive position. FC Goa down the right-hand side. Great movement there. Takes a shot from distance and is just wide. Head coach Degi Cardozo would have been watching this opening 15 minutes. But I like what he's seen defensively. Going forward, they have really struggled to test Lionel Remy. Great driving run, left-footed drive, well wide. It's FC Goa now with more attempts. Still yet to really trouble Priyansh Dubey in goal, but they are starting to manufacture a few shots from distance. Mitchell Thompson dropping between the centre halves. That's how fluid they remain in the defensive aspect. Midfielders making sure that they do cover the spaces, add a bit more beef at the back. Make sure that they're strong in those areas. Just over 20 minutes played at the SSA Stadium in Shillong. And then the score line. FC Goa, third in the regionals, second in the zonals, top here in Group A in the national group stages. Ever seen incremental improvements? This is what it looks like. Wellington Fernandez looks to switch it out nicely to Sangam Shetty. Plays the 1-2 with Bryson Pereira down the left-hand side. And look at the number of Mohun Bagan shirts helping out defensively here. Strong in the challenge. Very powerfully done there by Donald Singh. Has to be careful there. He's on a yellow card. He cannot go sliding in. That is a very risky approach as Lionel Remy shows great composure. Citra Carvalho being put under pressure. Much better there from Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Head coach Degi Cardozo will be urging his forward players to unsettle the FC Goa defense. Not be comfortable in possession. Akash Singh finds Mohammad Ismail. Ismail down the right-hand side. Real problem for the Mohun Bagan Super Giants defense, but it's had a very quiet start to the game. A lot of the attacks have been almost channeled down the left-hand side for FC Goa. Mohammad Ismail, the number 3, though, he has got tremendous amount of skill and drive. Wellington Fernandez again happy to sit back and switch out beautifully there to Sangram Shetty. Lovely bit of control. Mohamed Bilal loses this duel. He's kept the ball nicely. Here's Bryson Pereira. Mervin Fernandez. Again, the number 15 and the number 14 for FC Goa are so crucial in the way that they play. The two Fernandezes, Mervin and Wellington. Worked this very nicely down the right-hand side. FC Goa get the cross, comes into the box. Well defended at the front post. Cleared away. All FC Goa here, they're dominating territory and possession. Mohun Bagan Super Giants feeding off scraps in the early stages. Halfway through the first half, this is a powerful run down the left-hand side. Lawan Singh is screaming for the ball. And a couple of step overs, and he's shown way too much to the defender there. Outstanding defending from Citra Carvalho. Halfway through the first half, here's Sangam Shetty on the left-hand side, drifting in field. Wellington Fernandez on the overlap this time. Pereira just pissed that a little too much on that. For Wellington Fernandez is out for a goal kick. Just past the halfway stage of the first half. And then the scoreline here at the SSA Stadium in Shillong. Mohun Bagan Super Giants as it stands on 3 points after 3 games. It's nowhere near enough, and that's something that head coach Degi Cardozo would have been telling his players consistently, constantly throughout the match that we're up against the table toppers. You need to go out there and win. From FC Goa's point of view, Bryson Pereira has come the closest in terms of opening the scoring. Tremendous left-footed drive Nearly found the top corner in sensational fashion. Just given here to Mohun Bagan. It falls kindly here for Donald Singh. That's a very good first touch. Can he get a shot away? Instead goes for the low cross. Brilliant defending. Wesley Desar comes across. He's been excellent defensively. Here's Gurnaj Grewal. Finds Tumsul Thompson. Beautifully shifted onto the left-hand side. And another cross coming into the box. What a save by Lionel Remy. The header was angling towards the far corner. Lionel Remy goes flying out there and makes a tremendous save. Pushes that away from a corner. This all comes from a magnificent cross. The pace is on it. Just needs to direct the header on target. Early warning sign fired at the FC Goa defense. Defending champion showcasing. This is what they're all about on that occasion. Roshan Singh, centre half. He's got a brilliant left foot on him. Seen him with set pieces. On corner duty. Left-footed in-swinger. Lionel Remy caught under it. The header hits the crossbar. Mohun Bagan Super Giants are coming closer and closer to opening the scoring. FC Goa somehow survive. Lionel Remy caught it. Could not come out there. It's a brilliant delivery once again, this from Roshan Singh. On the money, it's a towering header. And the crossbar coming to FC Goa's rescue. On the left-hand side now, here's Wesley Desar. 25 minutes on the clock. And then the scoreline, and Mohun Bagan Super Giants have suddenly woken up here, bursting into life. Two very good attempts. FC Goa know that they're very much in this game. They have known it. They've got a game on their hands against the defending champions. 20 minutes remaining there. Well defended. Mohamed Bilal comes across. Good header. Might fall kindly here for Wellington Fernandez. He's been bypassed. And now it's Mohun Bagan Super Giants look to lead the counter-attack here. Onto the left-hand side. Drifts infield. That's the wise thing of keeping possession. Here's Gurnaj Grewal. Even Castagna in acres of space demanding the ball. Now he gets it. Here's Castagna. It's for the channel pass. And this game now level. Very much level. Just felt that FC Goa might have just shaded it in the opening 25 minutes. In a 2-minute spell, Mohun Bagan Super Giants reminding us all as to why they are the defending champions, coming very, very close to breaching the FC Goa defense. Shetty looking to play the 1-2. Bryson Pereira with a smooth turn, and he knows that Sangram is on his bike. Mohamed Bilal just comes across. Had his understanding on the pitches, and then Bryson Pereira drifts infield. He knows immediately that Sangram is going to make that run. Plays without seeing as Mervyn from distance gets a shot on target. Comfortable for Priyansh Dubey. Priyansh Dubey with 2 clean sheets, looking to make it 3 in a row in the national group stages. That is something to be very proud about, considering the attacking talent and depth in the national group stages of the Reliance Foundation Development League. And both sets of players getting a water break, and what is a warm and draining day here at the SSA Stadium in Shillong. Beautiful conditions. Always better to play in the northeast, isn't it? Especially during summertime. As FC Goa, tabletoppers, looking to make it 3 wins out of 3 in the national group stages. 3-1 victory against Diamond Harbour Football Club. 2-0 victory against Trinity Deccan. Finding themselves in a really good position in Group A. And considering you've got Bengaluru Football Club, so Deva Delhi, Diamond Harbour, and Trinity Deccan as your teams that you're competing, vying for a spot to advance to the national championship. Just know that you have to pick up victories. FC Goa on top. Mohun Bagan, if they do win today, can leapfrog Bengaluru Football Club into second temporarily. Then Bengaluru and Sudeva Delhi will have a game in hand. So get the job done from their point of view, and then hope results fall in your favour. As Oinam Donald saying down the right hand side. Scott Levan Castagna once again for support. Here's Castagna. Great engine on him as the right back whips in the ball in. It's gone a long way. Finds his way all the way onto the left hand side now. Lovely step over. Comes across. Asher Rodriguez does nicely. Calmly defends that situation. Into the 30th minute. UFC Goa give the ball away high up the pitch. Mohit Singh does very well to keep the ball. And Rajkumar Singh, the centre forward for Mohun Bagan Super Giants, will need a bit more service. That header that was angling into the far corner was all about the delivery. The header was perfectly placed, but it was Lena Remy. Terrific save, diving towards his left. And those are the kinds of moments that gives you a lot of encouragement, a lot of inspiration. You might have had a difficult start, but there are routes to try and score. Sigoa pinched the ball high up the pitch here. Bryson Pereira, once again, motoring forward. He's got Sangam Shetty for company, as he's done for most of the matches. The cross comes in on his right foot. Chance here. And Mohamed Ismail nearly getting a bite of the cherry. Here's Ismail. Tries to dig out the cross. Side netting. Just taken a deflection on its way, and it's a corner for FC Goa now. A decent delivery here. When you go trying to pinch the ball of Mohamed Ismail from there, it is a risky strategy. Roshan Singh did well to stay on his feet, not initiate any contact. Just under 15 minutes of normal time remain here as Mohamed Ismail will look to whip this ball in with his left foot here. 15 minutes. Big 15 minutes coming up here. Ismail delivers, whips that in. It's a magnificent ball, the header. Well off target. Cracking delivery there from Mohamed Ismail. Puts it on the money. Header there from Wesley Desai, looking for his second goal in the national group stages. Very little to separate the two teams in terms of efforts and chances. Mohun Bagan Super Giants drew a tremendous save of Lionel Remy and then crashed an effort off the crossbar. Defensively, nothing's changed for Mohun Bagan Super Giants. They remain imperious at the back. It's all about the balance, isn't it? You want to be defensively solid. You want to have clean sheets. How much do you sacrifice in terms of attacking threat as Ronald Singh gets a sore run on the knee? Referee should stop play here, and he does. Magan Super Giants, who have plenty of options on the bench. Head coach Degi Cardozo has got Pasangdorji Tamang, the number 7, who did score a hat-trick in the final last season against Classic Football Academy. Ajit Ghazi, who started the previous game. Punit Tangjam, Shiva Munda, the centre forward. Bivan Laskar is a really good option as well. There's plenty of options for head coach Degi Cardozo. He's got Subal Tudu, as well as Aniket Ghosh, backup goalkeeper, on the bench. So plenty of attacking options for head coach Degi Cardozo. Here's Donald Singh. He's had a very interesting first half, full of running, full of invention and drive. Big switch out there for Levan Castagna. It's an outstanding pass. The right back latches onto it, shifts it onto his left foot, down, angles in the ball in. Good handling by Lionel Remy. Strange decision there from Levan Castagna, considering he's a right footer. Found on his right foot, deciding to chop in on his weaker left to change the angle on the cross. Awkward this. Priyansh Dubey should be looking to collect, and he does. Sean Fernandez hasn't had too much in terms of clear-cut opportunities for FC Goa, the centre forward. Did score twice against Diamond Harbour Football Club. Sharp shooting performances, all about the positioning and his ruthlessness in front of goal. Again, going for the switch out there to Levan Castagna. Overhits that. Throw in for FC Goa. You see the Mohun Bagan Supergiant, every time they do have the ball at the back, they're looking to make the switch down the right-hand side where they know that Levan Castagna will be making the run. Haven't seen too much of Aditya Adhikari yet, though. The right-hand side needs to make sure that he gives Castagna a bit of support as Wesley Desa gets the throw in. Look at Sean Fernandez here, the number 25, dropping in very deep to affect the build-up. Here's Bryson Pereira. Lovely shift to Wesley Desa. Plays the ball into the channel here. Sangam Shetye can cut this ball across. Good defending. Need to get that spot on, and he did. Rohit Singh being bundled over the ball there. That's a very clever foul given by Wesley Desa because he's caught out of position. He's deep in opposition territory, so commit the foul quickly before Mohun Bagan Supergiants spring their counter-attack. Here's Mohamed Bilal. And defensively, from Mohun Bagan Supergiants' point of view, no notes. You continue to be excellent at the back. Head coach Degi Cardozo clearly priding defense. It's one of his crowning jewels. At some point, though, if Mohun Bagan Supergiants just feel that they will need to take that extra bit of risk, might leave themselves exposed at the back, but they have to chase the win here. Draw might not be enough, as you leave a lot in the hands of the opposition and the other teams. Relying on their results just means that you haven't been at the top of your game. Here's Wesley Desa. He's gotten a lot of touches, not just in his own half. He's ventured forward as well. He's been very impressive as a punch pass onto the right-hand side. Finds him nicely. Here's Mohamed Ismail. Looks to just feed that in. Brilliant defending again from Mohun Bagan Supergiants. They defend their box with so much pride. He's done some damage here. Singh on the stretch. Akash Singh will just have to wait before he gets his throw in here as Mohun Bagan Supergiants immediately on the scene there to make sure that their centre half is okay to continue. And it's a very quick turnaround in terms of game time. Playing 90 minutes every 2 days, it's tough on the legs, and that's why squad depth will be critical for the head coaches. They cannot just keep running the same starting 11 time and time again. Have to keep the freshness going. On group stages, having to play 5 group stage games and trying to go any further, semi-finals and then the finals. So it's a quick tournament. Blink and you miss. Mr. Manish Vishish, the referee, quickly checking on Singh's well-being. He's good to go. The hot stage in the end of the first half here. Still in the scoreline, a scoreline that Mohun Bagan Supergiants will be very familiar with. Here's Wellington Fernandez. Finds Akash Singh. And Ismail waiting for a bit of support. Plays it nicely. Mohun Fernandez just clips that in, and it's very good goalkeeping. Priyansh Dubey's starting position was excellent. Let's take quickly as Adhikari can't get there from his skipper's long throw. He's asking the question. Adhikari getting a start, rewarded for his good performance in the second half against Diamond Harbour Football Club. Here's Akash Singh. He hasn't ventured too far forward in this first half. They've wanting the left back to make the forward runs and Akash Singh staying back. That might change in the second half as the cross comes into the box. The header is just over. Well, it's a perfect delivery, really. It's just that Sangam Shetty probably didn't have the size to really attack that one. Fantastic delivery from the wide areas. 7 minutes plus added on time remaining in this first half. Defending champions nearly running out of time and games to find themselves in the top 2 here. Even Castagna put under pressure. They're excellent from FC Goa. Wesley Desa take the throw in. Heavy touch on that occasion. Sean Fernandez finding himself out on the wing. It's a very clever pass. Mohun Fernandez takes a very hefty touch, and Rajkumar Singh now can drive forward. Here's the number 75. He's had very few touches, and that really does show, doesn't it? He's played with real quickness in his head. He's been dispossessed on a couple of occasions with ease. Free kick for FC Goa. Rajkumar Singh desperate to make an impact. As soon as he had the ball, he just had one thought in his mind. 6 minutes plus added on time remaining at the SSA Stadium in Shillong. Thumbs up from the medical staff. It's always something that the head coach wants to see here rather than two hands going in a circle. Head coach Israel Gurung will be very pleased defensively how he has kept Mohun Bagan Super Giants at bay. And Remy with a terrific save, and then the crossbar. To FC Goa's aid in the consequent attack as FC Goa going forward did have the chance with Bryson Pereira hitting the crossbar in the very early stages, but since then they haven't been able to figure out a way to break through the Mohun Bagan Super Giants defense. Here's Mervyn Fernandez. Heavy touch there from Fernandez, and Mohun Bagan Super Giants not able to make full use of that. Here's Adhikari. 5 minutes plus added on time remaining in this first half. Gurnaj Grewal does well to keep that ball to Mohamed Bilal. Bilal goes for the switch out, and it's slightly overhit on the occasion. Throw in for FC Goa. Head coach Israel Gurung for FC Goa will not mind a 0-0 score at halftime, considering how the opening two games have gone. Last thing they'll want is to be chasing this game against the defending champions, who have once again shown defensively they are a mean outfit. They don't concede too many chances. Even Castagna has got space. Nobody closing him down. Brawl into the box. Header takes it away from his teammate who was charging in there at the far post. Here's Gurnaj Grewal. Keeps it short. Immediately put under pressure. Mohamed Bilal now. Finds Adhikari. It's a clever pass there from Aditya Adhikari as the skipper. Wellington Fernandez does brilliantly there. Outstanding ball control there from Sangam Shetty, but he's run that out of play. Just under 4 minutes plus added on time remaining at the SSA Stadium here in the first half. It's been a very even contest. Nothing to separate the two teams. First versus fourth before kickoff. Mohun Bagan Super Giants looking to leapfrog into second temporarily. For Sudeva Delhi and Bengaluru Football Club are in action. FC Goa, if they can go 3 wins out of 3, pretty much book their spot in the national championships. Something that head coach Israel Gurung will keep feeding in terms of motivation and inspiration. No pressure on the centre half. He takes his time to pick his spot. Mohun Bagan Super Giants thirsting for a goal here. Is it going to be yet another half where the defending champions fail to find the back of the net? It's been a problem that it's a pattern, really, that is slowly developing into a problem. There's Gurnaj Grewal on the right-hand side. Looks to play the quick 1-2. Even Castagna can't get there, and pretty much sums up Mohun Bagan Super Giants' first half. Some very good approach play. Final pass often just lacking. FC Goa play out the back beautifully here. Very calm. Wellington Fernandez finds Citrai Carvalho. Makar Singh. Makar Singh has got a tremendous engine on him. You'll see him bombing down that right-hand side in the second half. Make no mistake about it. When there's tired legs in the opposition, Makar Singh showcases his athleticism. Here's Gurnaj Grewal. Back to Grewal again. 2 minutes plus added on time remaining in the first half. Here's Rohan Singh. Finds Mohamed Bilal. And this is a possession that FC Goa will not mind. Shifted again down the left-hand side. Calmly takes control of the situation, and now the switch is on. Beautiful pass there for Levan Castagna. Stays on side, lays it off to Gurnaj Grewal. Doesn't put the first time ball in. Something that Mohun Bagan Super Giants haven't done too often, as Mohamed Bilal now floats it into the box. Goes a long way onto the left-hand side. Now looking to isolate the fullback. Looks to get the shot away. Brilliant defending. Can't get around Akar Singh. How was your first touch here? Mohammad Ismail just lets it bounce. They'll take the throw in here. FC Goa can once again just recalibrate. Coach Israel Gurung will be very pleased with the 0-0 at half-time, knowing that Mohun Bagan Super Giants will come out in the second half and keep the spaces open. Not just because looking to win this game, but in the hopes of trying to stay alive and be one of the top two teams to progress out of Group A. Past the halfway stage for both these teams. 5 group games to book your spot. Here's Mervin Fernandez. Finds Akar Singh on the right-hand side. Slowing the pace down. It's been a very intense first half, that's for sure. Wesley Desa. Striding forward with comfort and ease, the centre half. Just to find a pass onto the left-hand side to Sangam Shetty. There's Aditya Adhikari. Yes, 3 minutes of added on time has been signalled by the 4th official today. Wilfred Hayong has kept a close eye on proceedings, deciding that 3 minutes is the right one. There have been a few stoppages in terms of slight injuries suffered from both sets of players. Stoppage time, added on time can be so crucial. Players cannot afford to switch off. They know that the halftime whistle is nigh, and knowing that a moment can really change the outcome of the game can happen. Switch of play onto the right-hand side. Perfectly weighted pass there to Levan Castagna. Even looking for the 1-2. FC Goa defend that situation nicely. Sean Fernandez. Look at Sean Fernandez there, the centre forward, helping out. He's in midfield. He never just stays between the two centre halves. You'll see him drift down the left, on the right, dropping deep, making it a nightmare for a centre half if he's trying to man mark the centre forward. 2 minutes of added on time remaining in the first half here at the SSA Stadium in Shillong. Nothing to separate the two teams. The defending champions. Looks like they'll go yet another half of football at 0-0. Heavy touch there from Sangam Shetty, who's put in a fantastic showing here in the first half. Up and down that left-hand side, showing a great engine on him. Halfway through added on time here in the first half. Here's Rohit Singh. And finding himself between the two centre halves. Singh has not seen too many touches in an advanced position. Skipper just boots that out of harm's way here. Good first header, but FC Goa secure the ball. Halfway done as Aditya Adhikari finds himself in a central position here. Mohun Bagan looking to score just before half-time. Here's Levan Castagna down the right-hand side. Cross comes into the box. The decent header is cleared away. Magnificent defending there from FC Goa. Got numbers behind as they look to turn this defense into attack in the blink of an eye as a ball forward has been immediately shut down. Adhikari suffering a sore run on the thigh. It's a good run there from Aditya Adhikari, finding himself in the central position. Hassan Pereira getting a talking to there by the referee, Manish Vashisht. Spotting the foul, and this could be the last action of what has been a very competitive first half here at the SSA Stadium in Shillong. Another 0-0 for Mohun Bagan Super Giants by the looks of it, but if they can pinch a goal here, it would be massive. Just before halftime, the defending champions looking to get their title defense. A bit of ignition here. Timsul Thompson puts the ball into the box. It's headed away. It will be a corner. Pressure remains on the FC Goa defense. And this is where Mohun Bagan Super Giants should be looking to load the box here. Might just be the last action in what has been a tight and tense encounter at the SSA Stadium in Shillong. Nothing to separate the two teams. As Rohit Singh maybe looking to take this corner kick here just before the halftime whistle. Singh delivers. Very good whip on it. What a defensive header that is. That is some way to bail your team out of immense pressure. All hands on deck there for FC Goa as the referee blows the halftime whistle at the SSA Stadium. The table toppers yet to be breached here in defense. Solid against the defending champions Mohun Bagan Super Giants as it stands with yet another nil-nil half for the defending champions. Well, there have been some very interesting moments throughout the matches. Both teams having an effort off the crossbar. Lionel Remy made a tremendous save flying towards his left-hand side. One Bagan Super Giants having a few bursts. FC Goa need to just step it up here to showcase why they are top of Group A here in the Reliance Foundation Development League National Group stages here. Well, there's been nothing to separate the two teams. They have kept each other at arm's length. They have been excellent. They've made sure that this is not going to be well, then the scoreline, as you can see from the stats, very little to separate the two teams. Only 50% of the ball, but FC Goa slightly shading in that aspect. Two shots on target for FC Goa for Mohun Bagan's two. Chances have been created. Tackles have been flying across. Three corners split between the two teams as the halftime score at the SSA Stadium in Shillong. Nil-nil between the defending champions, Mohun Bagan Super Giants, and the table toppers of Group A FC Goa. Well, enjoy the highlights, and we will be back with second half action very shortly. This game still has a few twists and turns, that's for sure. Well, the players are back on the pitch, and it's a massive 45 minutes here for the defending champions. Still yet to score a goal in the national group stages, but they remain imperious at the back. As it stands, 3 clean sheets in a row for the defending champions Mohun Bagan Super Giants, but FC Goa, with 2 victories in the bank, will feel that the pressure will be all on the defending champions here. Expect them to be a lot more aggressive, a lot more attacking, with head coach Degi Cardozo urging his team to go out there and get all 3 points. Well, one change being made by Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Rohan Singh's coming off, and he will be replaced by Lengun Hao Ko. And coach, the number 3, replacing Rohan Singh. Interesting change there from head coach Degi Cardozo. Is bringing on a like-for-like defender. Attackers remain the same for Mohun Bagan Super Giants. FC Goa roll out their same team, and why not? They were very good in terms of keeping Mohun Bagan Super Giants at bay here, as Priyansh Dubey leads this very important second half. Will be expecting his team to go out there and get the job done here. Must-win scenarios already for Mohun Bagan Super Giants, having drawn against Bengaluru Football Club and Diamond Harbour Football Club. 0-0 on both occasions. 0-0 at half-time here, as we're off and running for the start of the second half. FC Goa currently on 7 points with 2 victories, and this draw as it stands still see them on top of Group A. FC Goa know that every time they drop points, the rest of the teams might take a lot of encouragement from it, as Akar Singh switches the play. There's the confirmation of the halftime change. Rohan Singh coming off for Lenkoch. You can see now Mohun Bagan will have to play with that intensity. They will have to be very much on the front foot here. They cannot allow FC Goa to wrestle away the initiative. Beautiful pass, immediate control there from Aditya Adhikari. Heavy touch, immediately shut down. Now Konsamakar Singh can venture forward here. Plays the channel pass onto the right-hand side here. Sean Fernandez driving forward here. The centre forward finding himself on the right-hand side. Cut back a chance. And the effort tries to just direct that on target is Bryson Pereira from the left wing, making a central run. It wasn't Bryson Pereira, rather it was Sangam Shetty finding himself in those central positions. Kenil Remy stays at home. Citra Carvalho, magnificent, under so much pressure. Deals with the danger here. Here's the skipper, Wellington Fernandez. In a very good first half, patrolling that midfield. Expect him to be a lot more driving with his runs, penetrating the central areas. Here's Citra Carvalho. Zakar Singh, back to Carvalho. Now top half from the 2 centre halves, Carvalho and Wesley Desab, keeping the defending champions at bay here. Here's Mervyn Fernandez. Looks for the immediate switch out onto the right-hand side. Perfectly weighted pass again there to Mohammad Ismail. Quickly comes across, makes the challenge. Roshan Singh. Head coach Israel Gurung. But I've seen a lot of encouraging signs in that opening 45 minutes. Would have made a few tweaks, despite not making any halftime changes. Sean Fernandez put under pressure. Asher Rodriguez trying to get there first, but free kick for Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Here's Adhikari. Okay, not the most crispest of passes. Roshan Singh has to fetch. Mohun Bagan Super Giants' point of view. Be very curious to see how head coach Degi Cardozo does use his bench going forward here, especially in the 60 or 70-minute mark. Head coach Israel Gurung for FC Goa, keeping his cards close to his chest. 3 minutes into the second half. Roshan Singh finds Len Coach. Second half substitute, off balance, finds a decent pass. Well intercepted. Thrown for Mohun Bagan Super Giants. They will have to throw caution into the wind here in the second half, that's for sure. Cannot afford to be dropping any more points if they are to make the semi-finals, the national championship, where only 2 out of the 6 teams will qualify for it. Priyansh Dubey will get another clean sheet here for the defending champions. Skipper really hasn't been tested between the sticks. Likari does very well to shift that onto the right-hand side. The chase is on here. You can see how Rajkumar Singh is just peeling away towards the far stick. He's completely unmarked. Cross comes into the box. Very good defending. So Wellington Fernandez, skipper in a perfect position as Lionel Remy quickly gathers on that occasion. And Rajkumar Singh, number 75 for Mohun Bagan Super Giants, not getting the enough service really as a centre forward. Again, unmarked at the far stick, needed the ball to be flashed across the face of goal a lot sooner. FC Goa quickly back into their defensive shape. From FC Goa's point of view, top scorers in the national group stages with 5 goals in the opening 2 games, 3-1 against Diamond Harbour Football Club, and a 2-0 victory against Srinidhi Deccan. Getting off their Group A action in really good fashion. And foul there in the middle of the park. Free kick for Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Here's Tumsul Tongson. And Sangdarji Tamang, number 7, on the bench for Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Head coach Degi Cardozo does have plenty of options though on the bench. Did make that halftime change with a like-for-like substitution at the back. This looks to float the ball towards the left-hand side. Here's Aditya Adhikari, goes on the outside. Excellent defending there by Makar Singh. Kept the ball alive though. Should look to clear this one. Still the danger not cleared. Asher Rodriguez goes crunching in. Cleared away by Citra Carvalho. Throw in for Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Over 5 minutes into the second half at the SSA Stadium in Shillong. Here's Sean Fernandez looking for his 3rd goal in the national group stages of the Reliance Foundation Development League. 3rd in the regions, 2nd in the zonals for FC Goa. Head coach Israel Gurung's side peaking at the right time here. Mohammad Ismail's first touch is brilliant here. Here's Mohammad Ismail. Could go for goal, decides for the cutback. Oh, there's a sliding challenge there. Goodness me. And Coco's crunching in. Risky strategy applied. Keeps his balance somehow down the right-hand side. This is an outstanding carry. Look at him go. He's put on the afterburners. Impossible to stop. FC Goa having numbers behind. Very interesting to see the challenge there on Mohammad Ismail. Finding himself in a bit of space down the right-hand side. Sean Fernandez. Very, very impressive that Sean Fernandez has found himself in positions making it uncomfortable for the defense. There's Akar Singh. Very good pass there to Mohammad Ismail. So, FC Goa was starting to use the right-hand side a lot more. Israel Gurung convinced that that was a foul. The referee concurs. Free kick for FC Goa. Aditya Adhikari now playing on that left winger now. Head coach Degi Cardozo making a change within the system. There you have it, Mohammad Ismail. Very quiet first half for the number 3. Starting to get a lot more involved now. Bryson Pereira is interested. Whips this ball with his right foot. Priyansh Dubey with a great bit of handling. Skipper with a quick release as well. Finding Tumsul Tongson. Rise the challenge of Mervyn Fernandez. Thompson looks to just scoot that onto the right-hand side. Slightly overhits that on the occasion, but somehow keeps that in. Chance here for Mohun Bagan Super Giants to try and create something. Flung in on his left foot. Lionel Remy comes charging out. Punches that away. Nicely done there from the goalkeeper. Quick catch and release as FC Goa look to start off yet another attack. As it stands, still on top of Group A. will leave the door ajar for Bengaluru Football Club. BFC do manage to win the game in hand. They will be level on points with FC Goa. Things will get very tight and tense, that's for sure. Halfway stage of the national group stage, where top two teams out of the six will qualify for the national championship in the semi-finals. FC Goa just now looking to recalibrate here, keep possession, move the pieces around down the left-hand side. This is a well-worked move, this from the boys in white. Challenge again. Mohun Bagan Super Giants defensively have been excellent, though. They've limited the amount of clear-cut opportunities that FC Goa have had. In a long punt forward, Mohun Bagan Super Giants trying to just get up the pitch incrementally. Mohun Singh with the throw-in, finding Rohit Singh. Rohit Singh with good bit of footwork, gets the ball into the box. Wellington Fernandez clears that away. Skipper does well again. This is the second time we saw Wellington Fernandez in a defensive position in the second half, and his positioning has been elite. Now FC Goa can turn this into attack here. Priyansh Dubey makes a long way forward. Hammers that and turns into a brilliant pass there for Ainam Donald Singh. Punching challenge there from Wesley Desai on the back of Donald Singh. Free kick for Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Here's Lenkok. On in the second half substitute, finding Roshan Singh. Roshan shifts the pass onto the left-hand side. Again, very good defending. This comes across and wins it so cleanly. Finding Mervyn Fernandez. Is that into midfield to Bryson Pereira. 10 minutes into the second half. No change to the scoreline from half-time. Mohun Bagan Super Giants going to have yet another game where the scoreline ends at 0-0. Still a long way to go. Lots can happen in the final 40 minutes, which includes stoppage time, that is. See the subs warming up there for FC Goa. Plenty of options for head coach Israel Gurung. Jovial Diaz, Javier Khatkar, of course, who did score against Diamond Harbour Football Club. Asher Rebello, Roel Goes, Karan Fialo, and Fredin Mendes. All options for head coach Israel Gurung if the game demands it. Feed there from Sean Fernandez. Hits that against the defense. Will get a corner. First corner of the second half. As part of 10 minutes into it. Hasn't happened in open play yet for FC Goa. Bryson Pereira coming the closest in the first half after his tremendous effort came off the crossbar. Since then, Mohun Bagan Super Giants have kept the table toppers at arm's length. Corner for FC Goa. The left foot of Mohammad Ismail. Will be an in-swinger. It's got a lot of height on it. Puts it in a dangerous area. The left-footed effort. What a bit of play this is. They should get the foul. They've asking the questions here. They walk back here and they're quickly going to get a start. I think the game has to be halted here, as that might just be a head injury. And what a moment that was for FC Goa. Coming very close. It's all about the delivery. It's a high boot which has gotten most of the ball. Ball first and then the player. Head coach Israel Gurung was convinced that it might have been a pen. Sean Fernandez getting a sore run there. Kept the ball alive. The FC Goa coaching staff adamant that they should have gotten a penalty for it. Let's have a look once again at that incident if he can. Hung in the air. Sean Fernandez needed to go and attack that one. He knew that he's going to get a whack. That's for sure. Gustania trying to help Sean Fernandez up. They'll have to take their time, especially with any potential head injuries. Sean Fernandez. It's a thumbs up there from the medical team, and that's exactly what head coach Israel Gurung will want to see there. Immediately mended there between Mohamed Bilal and Sean Fernandez. Good delivery there from Mohammad Ismail on the corner. Hung that in the air, kept the danger alive. Fernandez is okay to continue. Heading into the crucial phase here. Adhikari has been greatly involved in the second half on the left-hand side. Tries to drop the shoulder. Akar Singh very strong defensively. Rarely puts a foot wrong. He is excellent defensively, and when the game does get stretched, expect him to make those runs going forward as well. He has got tremendous athleticism and stamina. Aditya Adhikari has been keeping the pressure on Akar Singh. Expect Akar Singh to be making those runs where Aditya Adhikari will have to track his run. Mohun Bagan pinches the ball high up the pitch here. Tumsul Thompson lays it off to Rohit Singh. Patient play this from Mohun Bagan. They get the cross into the box. I think the ball might have gone out of play and out for a goal kick. FC Goa once again defend that situation very nicely. As it stands, it's 2 clean sheets in 3 for Lionel Remy. Clean sheet against Trinity Deccan. Would be back-to-back clean sheets as well. Tumsul Thompson leaves that for Roshan Singh to go be very attacking there, the left back. Seen Roshan Singh with set pieces be a real danger. That left foot of his, some weapon for Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Here's Tumsul Thompson. Mr. Rodriguez happy to just hook that into touch. Throw in for Mohun Bagan Super Giants. So we head towards the final half an hour here. Match week 3. Mohun Bagan Super Giants have it in them to nick a result here. They can get all 3 points. They'll be really up for it. Here's Thompson. Go win the ball here. Can attack forward. 30 minutes remaining of normal time. Look at the run being made by Wellington Fernandez down the left-hand side. Now the cross comes into the box, floated in. Very well defended there by Mohamed Bilal. They've lost the ball high up the pitch here, and it's a strike from distance. It's over the crossbar. And that all comes from Mohun Bagan Super Giants not taking care of the ball. Sangam Shetty lets fly from distance. Again, they should have been able to secure possession instead. Good challenge there from Shetty, who just decides to let one fly. Another half an hour remaining here at the SSA Stadium in Shillong. Aditya Adhikari trying to get there first ahead of Samakar Singh. Cleared away by Singh. Here's Thompson. Into midfield to Gurnath Grewal. Now Len Cook. To Roshan Singh here. Good possession for Mohun Bagan Super Giants as the ball played into the box towards the far stick. Very good defending again. Just comes across, leans in. Make sure that there's no sort of clean connection at the far stick. And Remy will be happy with the way his defense has done its job. Well over an hour played at the SSA Stadium here in Shillong. The Group A table will take real shape from the end of match week today here. Bengaluru Football Club will be watching this one and knowing that a victory for them will take them level on points with FC Goa if the game stands this way. It's a brilliant run down the left-hand side though. Outstanding carry here. He's by his lonesome. Needs a bit of help. Keeps the ball in play. Excellent defending there from Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Just shepherds him out. The long ball forward. Mohun Bagan Super Giants need to take better care of the ball here. Especially with that goal being elusive for the defending champions. At some point, Mohun Bagan Super Giants will have to take the risk. That extra player needs to be committed forward. And this is where both head coaches will look to turn to their benches here. Can affect the game from the players waiting in the wings, looking to make an impact. Fresh legs can be a huge part of this. Ismail pushes that forward to Asha Rodriguez. Very powerfully done. Excellent work there from Gurnath Grewal. Oh, there's a bit of a wrestling challenge there from Gurnath Grewal. It's a foul on Asha Rodriguez. He can have no complaints there, Grewal. On the initial attack, Asha Rodriguez wasn't allowed to let go, and they look to play this quickly here. Referee will stop it. Doesn't take that from the right position. 27 minutes plus stoppage time remain here at the SSA Stadium in Shillong. The defending champions need a result, need a positive result. A draw will keep them on 3 points. Free kick for FC Goa in a very good position here. Bryson Pereira might just pull rank, but he steps away. It's a left-footed ball in. Ismail hangs that up. Dubé punches that away. Shot from distance, where on the half volley. Sat up nicely there for Sangam Shetty. Over the crossbar and out for a goal. Keep looking for a quick release. Akash Singh shuffles across. Is that a handball from him? Might be. Yep. Yellow card for Konsum Akash Singh. Referee with a wry smile on his face, thinking that the player thought that he might get away with that one. Manish Vashisht. He relied on that occasion, and it's a yellow card for Konsum Akash Singh. 1 yellow card each. Donald Singh picking up that early yellow in the first half. Mohun Bagan Super Giants restart the attack here. They have been patient at the back, and the chances for Rajkumar Singh, the centre forward, has been few and far between. The long ball played forward. They do try to win the first ball here. Played across the face of goal. How close is that? FC Goa get away with that one. Mohun Bagan using Route 1 football to their advantage. There's Tumsul Togsin. In field. Here's Gurnaj Grewal. Left that shot here, but nicely done there by Roshan Singh to come across, get the interception. 25 minutes plus stoppage time remain here at the SSA Stadium in Shillong. Time running out here really for the defending champions. They'll feel that a goal would be more than enough, considering how tight and tense this Group A clash has been. On the left-hand side, looks to just drop the shoulder and secure possession. Point here is not the worst result for FC Goa. And coach Israel Gurung, after getting 2 wins out of 2 to begin the campaign with in the national group stages, have fully identified that there will be games where they do drop points. 1-2 here, not being played accurately, but applauded by head coach Israel Gurung there. He's been prowling down the touchline the better part of an hour. Head coach Degi Cardozo, though, a picture of composure and confidence at the bench. He'll know that things are starting to get a bit more desperate here for Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Still no need to panic, still no need to rush. But they know that that goal has continued to remain elusive for Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Very seldom that we see in group stage actions where there's 3 draws on the bounce, and all 3 draws being nil-nils. And Cork being put under pressure. Good play there from the substitute. Came on at the half-time break for Rohan Singh. Here's Tumsul Tongson. Looks to switch the play onto the left-hand side. Again, from FC Goa's point of view, the same really from head coach Israel Gurung's point of view, as a double substitution being readied here by head coach Degi Cardozo. Shahzad Ghazi will be one of the players, the number 20, who lost his place in the starting 11 to Aditya Adhikari. And number 71, Subal Tudu, coming on as well. Well, 3 changes made by head coach Degi Cardozo. And head coach Israel Gurung has kept his options very much on the bench here. Shahzad Ghazi and Subal Tudu, 2 substitutes. Aditya Adhikari, one of the players that have been withdrawn. The 3 changes made by head coach Degi Cardozo as we're heading into the 70-minute mark. Interesting that he's brought on two defenders, both like for like. And Ghazi will just replace Aditya Adhikari. We saw Adhikari play on the left-hand side in the second half. We'll wait and see whether or not Ghazi remains there or does he take his preferred right-wing place as Mohammad Ismail goes on the byline, puts in a delicious delivery and hits the top of the net. There's confirmation of the second change. Rajkumar Singh coming off. Another game where Mohun Bagan, Super Giants' centre forward, draws blank. Very good header that as Asher Rodriguez. Bryson Pereira under pressure. Mohun Bagan getting in each other's way there, and FC Goa have a chance with the attack. A reverse pass is well defended there by Mohammad Bilal. Manoj Grewal can just take charge of the situation here. Shifted the pass onto the left-hand side. Here's Rohit Singh. Rohit Singh a lot more advanced in the second half, finding Tumsul Tongson. Akash Singh, perfect positioning. Lets that go out for a throw-in. Goal kick, rather. Subal Turu on that left-hand side trying to make his run forward. As we head towards the final 20 minutes here, nothing to separate the two teams. The defending champions and the table toppers of Group A deadlocked here at 0-0. Mohun Bagan Super Giants' campaign last season really was highlighted by that 3-0 victory in the final against Classic Football Academy. Epasi Doji Tamang scored a hat-trick in the final. Still on the bench though. Head coach Degi Cardozo not refusing to take his number 7 on the pitch yet. And a big punt forward as we head towards the final 20 minutes here at the SSA Stadium in Shillong. Defending champions on the defensive here on the left-hand side, trying to get the cross across. Ismail again trying to make himself a nuisance in the box. A bit of defending there. The Super Giants remain resolute at the back. That's something that hasn't changed. Asher Rodriguez secures possession. Here's Wellington Fernandez. To Trey Carvalho. FC Goa, as it stands with back-to-back clean sheets themselves, starting to find that rhythm defensively. It's the one goal conceded in 3 games would be something that head coach Israel Gurung will be very proud about. And that quality of attacks in opposition teams, especially in Group A, to keep a couple of them at bay would be really good as an effort towards goal. It was comfortable for Priyansh Dubey. Things might just start to get hectic for Mohun Bagan Super Giants as we head towards the final 10 minutes. Just need to play this in stages though. Just need a goal considering how good they have been defensively. Very few chances in the second half. Just showcases how both teams have really cancelled each other out here. Onto the left-hand side. Looks to play the 1-2 here. Wellington Fernandez keeps possession. Well, those watching live on the Reliance Foundation Youth Sports YouTube channel, thank you for your continued viewership and support of the teams. Do get involved in the live chat. What do you think the full-time score will be as Asher Rodriguez puts the ball into the box? Cleared away nicely. Mohun Bagan Super Giants looking to start an attack here down the right-hand side and to drive forward. And it's just been that final pass that's been missing as Lena Remy put under a bit of pressure but calmly deals with the situation. Good carry down the left-hand side. And Fernandez, Wellington Fernandez in the middle of the park have been excellent for FC Goa, really. The way that they've manned those areas has been very impressive to watch. Here's Akash Singh. Oh, very nearly finds Asher Rodriguez. Number 99 finding himself in a bit of space, peeling away from Len Kok on that occasion. See from head coach Israel Gurung's reaction there, hands on head. Knew that was within inches. Here's Tumsul Tongson. Mohun Bagan Super Giants, they might have to just switch things around here. They'll have to really commit. Yet another game where it's possible that the defending champions end at 90 minutes at 0-0. Will be deja vu for them. 3 points after the opening 3 games. was an ideal start for the defending champions, and almost feels like it is must-win scenario here, considering the other teams will be looking to knock out the defending champions with the results in their favor here. Tumsul Toxin does well. Good defending again from FC Goa. From the central areas, the men in white have not been able to be broken down. Full credit to the way that both midfielders have patrolled that area, giving the protection to the likes of Wesley Desai and Citra Carvalho. Here's Akash Singh. Finds Mohammad Ismail. He's it in midfield. Mohun Fernandez does well, but he's lost out here. Here's Ainam Donald Singh. To the right-hand side, inviting his fullback forward. And Mohun Bagan Super Giants need to take advantage of situations such as this. Gurnaj Grewal. Got a lot of space here for Roshan Singh. On his left foot, decides to play it on his right. There's Tudu with the ball in. Should be comfortably cleared with. Sean Fernandez. What a brace against Diamond Harbour Football Club. Hasn't had the attempts and the chances to really make an impact in front of goal. He is a clinical striker. All he needs is a one sighting. He can take advantage of it. Mohammad Ismail plays that into midfield to Mervin Fernandez. Fernandez at the outside of his boot, inviting his left back forward. Mervin Fernandez has just put his hand up here. Whether or not he might have just pulled up, wait and see here. Here's Akash Singh. Driving run forward, finding Mohammad Ismail, trying to just nutmeg Roshan Singh. Tries twice and fails on both occasions. Roshan Singh not there to take the bait. He's had a good game there, the left back, as Vivan Laskar coming on for Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Centre forward, needing to come on to make a change here. He replaces Ainam Donald Singh. Vivan Laskar, sharpshooter in front of goal, and this is where, with 15 minutes plus stoppage time remaining, Mohun Bagan Super Giants will have to throw the kitchen sink at the table toppers here. Mohun Fernandez has pulled up, did signal at the bench. Coach Israel Gurung yet to make a change. He's relied on his starting 11 to get the job done. I think the change now will be made. Joel Goes coming on. He will replace Mervin Fernandez. Head coach Israel Gurung with 15 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. Wants to make a change as Mervin Fernandez pulls up. Hopefully that will be okay to play the next match. Know that the minutes will have to be managed, considering the games come thick and fast in the Reliance Foundation Development League national group stages. Playing at a top level, 90 minutes every 2 or 3 days. It's a tough ask. That's what makes this competition so special. He has become a regular in the Indian football fan diet. One here for Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Do they take advantage of set pieces, considering in open play they haven't been able to open up the FC Goa defense? Rohit Singh was convinced that it was a corner, immediately corrected by the official. It will be a throw-in for the defending champions. Roshan Singh, with a bit of space to whip this ball in. It's not cleared with conviction. Onto the right-hand side, Levan Castagna covers the ball. Oh, he loses his balance at a crucial moment, but still has security of possession. Tries to float the ball in, and it's comfortable. Leonard Remy in goal has had a very comfortable second half. Made an outstanding save in the first half. That header was angling right into the top corner. Lunging in as great carry this from Bryson Pereira. He's not going to get the foul as Wellington Fernandez looks to just push that forward. Mohamed Bilal, oh, he goes lunging in. Has to be careful when he does make those sliding challenges, especially with the studs showing. There's Bryson Pereira. Shifted onto the right-hand side for Konsamakash Singh. Here's Mohammad Ismail now. FC Goa know that if they get a goal, it could turn out to be the winner. Asher Rodriguez just looking to squeeze that towards Sean Fernandez. Excellent defending there from Len Cook. Turu down the left-hand side, trying to make his presence known. Very good pass there by Priyansh Dubey, but just puts him under a bit of pressure. Awkward bounce. Surface here, the SSA Stadium really has rewarded players and teams that have gone out and looked to play. Keep the ball on the deck, move the opposition around, and create chances in open play. Both teams have cancelled each other out in that aspect, especially in the second half where both goalkeepers had relatively comfortable games. To do with a heavy touch and can't get around Akash Singh. Akash Singh, one of the top right backs this season, as Mohammad Ismail has a chance here to drive, goes on the outside, good bit of pace, very good defending. Had to get that spot on, and he did in terms of the challenge. Then Coke just making sure that the delivery wasn't into the box. Corner for FC Goa. Ruel Guez just came on, looking to make a impact off the bench. Sean Fernandez just prowling around, making his position possible to guard as whipped in by the substitute. Cleared away. All danger still alive though. Mohun Bagan get rid of the danger. Can't prevent the throw in as FC Goa now just having a bit of territory here. Forcing the Mohun Bagan Super Giants defense. Everybody trying to get behind the ball here. FC Goa with the cross coming into the box should be out for a goal kick. And there you have it. Pasangdoji Tamang coming on with 10 minutes plus stoppage time remained here. Man who scored a hat-trick in the final against Classic Football Academy is coming on to make this change here. He will replace Livan Castagna. This is an attacking change made by head coach Degi Cardozo. Right back on. Winger on. Doji Tamang. Immediately trying to get on the offensive here as Akash Singh pinches the ball. Finds Asher Rodriguez. There's Mohammad Ismail. Akash Singh trying to just feed the pass forward. Well defended there by Roshan Singh. It comes off the corner flag and it's out for a corner. Fortuitous there for FC Goa. And in tight and tense encounters such as this, set pieces can be a real game breaker. Might look to play the shot here. Ruel Guez, the only substitute for FC Goa. On his left foot, looking to put this on the money here. 9 minutes plus stoppage time remain at the SSA Stadium. Defending champions, as it stands, yet another 0-0 result for them. That's 3 on the bounce for the defending champions. Really struggling to get going in an attacking sense. Guez delivers, looks for the flick-on header. Keeping the danger alive here. Cleared away by Mohun Bagan Super Giants. Beautiful first touch to kill that dead. All floated back into the danger area. Good first header. They win the second ball and the third. Mohun Bagan Super Giants looking for a counter-attack. Should be protected here. Does nicely. Sangam Shetty has been all over the pitch, especially down the left-hand side. Found him in central areas as well. And Coach Degi Cardozo there, just watching around nervously with 8 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. Has a look at his watch. It's going to be deja vu for Cardozo's men here. 0-0 against Bengaluru Football Club to begin match week 1. 0-0 against Diamond Harbour Football Club in a game where we're expecting the defending champions to win. Giving the ball away though on the right-hand side. Mohun Bagan Super Giants playing against the table toppers. Once again, defensively, they've been really good. They haven't found the balance between defense and attack, that's for sure. FC Goa, the top scorers of the national group stages, currently drawing a blank up against one of the finer defenses. See, they might often just cancel each other out. And on the right-hand side, ball floated into the area. And comfortable there for Leonard Remy. Good win there from Roshan Singh. Just hammers that forward. Anyway, we'll do kind of settings here. 7 minutes plus stoppage time remain here. Nothing to separate the two teams. Crunching challenge there. Asher Rodriguez gets his heels clipped. Free kick for FC Goa. Nishvicious not having too much of it in terms of the challenge. Quickly asked the players to get back into their positions. Reaching the business end here. Mohamed Ismail. With the free kick here, just past the halfway line. Push this into the area. It's a long way. Win the first ball again here. Mohun Bagan Super Giants. It's recycled and put back in the air. First touch for Bryson Pereira is a thing of beauty. Here's Makar Singh goes on the outside of Roshan Singh. Makar Singh, can he dig the cross out? He'll get the throw in. Throw in taken. And Mohamed Ismail just nearly barged off the ball. Mohun Bagan Super Giants just looking to get out of this area here. They've been pinned back. Yes, they're going to be a late winner here at the SSA Stadium in Shillong, and that could really put the cat amongst the pigeons in Group A here. That's how tight things get here as we're approaching match week 3. Mohun Bagan Super Giants looking to somehow shake this 0-0 curse that they've been in the national group stages, unfortunately, from their point of view. Defensively, masterful, but going forward, they haven't threatened Leonor Remy in goal. 5 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. As it stands, FC Goa will remain top of Group A with 7 points. It just leaves the door ajar for the likes of Bengaluru Football Club to try and topple them. Manoj Grewal does very well. Rides the challenge of Citroy Carvalho. On the right-hand side now, looking to put a low cross in. Bhivan Laskar, what a touch and a magnificent finish! Oh my word, Bhivan Laskar off the bench makes the impact as Mohun Bagan Super Giants finally have their first goal in the national group stages, and it comes in spectacular fashion. Bhivan Laskar comes up massive. The first touch is special and the finish even better. When Mohun Bagan Super Giants needed someone to bail them out, the centre forward off the bench makes the impact. Great play down the right-hand side, low driven ball. Look at this for a first touch, and then a hammered finish. And you could see the reaction there from head coach Degi Cardoso and the bench. They all explode into joy as Mohun Bagan Super Giants break open Group A here as it stands. Well, that's where head coaches make their money, making the change as Bhivan Laskar, with his first meaningful contribution, fires one in. Well, this really is game-changing. It could really make things hectic in Group A. Mohun Bagan Super Giants biding their time, using their defensive solidity and security to their advantage, needing that one good chance when it did come. Bhivan Laskar on target in sensational fashion. That first touch, man, that was a thing of beauty. It sets up his shot. If his first touch goes anywhere further, anywhere away, the chance is out, and that's how good it has to be. Considering Wesley Dessau was trying to be touch tight to him. Wow. Group A has suddenly burst into life now. Mohun Bagan as it stands on 5 points. FC Goa on 6 now. And that's how things can change. That's how quickly things can change. As it stands, Mohun Bagan Super Giants in second. Sudeva Delhi and Bengaluru Football Club still to play. But Mohun Bagan Super Giants will need to keep themselves within touching distance here. It was looking long for them, not gonna lie. It was looking very hectic. 3 games with back-to-back draws would have not set them up nicely, but that goal from Biman Laskar has completely changed the complexion of Group A now. Here's Akash Singh. A late show here from Mohun Bagan Super Giants, reminding everybody why they are the defending champions of the Reliance Foundation Development League. 90 seconds of the 90 remain here. FC Goa possibly need to throw the kitchen sink here, trying to get the equalizer. They haven't troubled Priyansh Dubey in goal whatsoever in the second half. Sean Fernandez hasn't had the attempts to trouble the Mohun Bagan Super Giants skipper. Is it going to be 3 clean sheets in a row? 3 games, 3 clean sheets is some record to have considering the quality of opposition. And on the left-hand side, FC Goa running out of time, energy. Mohun Bagan Super Giants trying to manage this game now. Could see from the reaction. You really could see from the reaction. As soon as that goal went in, Degi Cardozo and the bench poured out there as Wellington Fernandez, the skipper, is coming off for Jovial Diaz. Last roll of the dice here for head coach Israel Gurung, trying to find the equalizer. Wellington Fernandez had a very good game in the middle of the park. Now sacrificed for a bit of attacking intent. Jovial Diaz having just stoppage time to try and find the equalizer, as 5 minutes of stoppage time signaled by the fourth official, Wilfred Potam Hayong. Running out here for FC Goa. Here's Bryson Pereira, shifts it onto the right-hand side. Here's Akash Singh now. Again, not able to stitch that final pass. There's a bit of indecisiveness. He goes crunching in and it's cleared that away. He's got the ball first there. Mohamed Ismail would have gotten a really sore one there. I think that was Len Cope, wasn't it? Who just lost his footing and he felt that he had to go charging in. Second half substitute, making the impact there. Quickly gets away from the situation here. That goal from Biman Laskar has completely changed the complexion of Group A now. FC Goa were looking comfortable at 7 points on top of Group A. Still top, but with Bengaluru Football Club and Sudeva Delhi still to play, they might just lose their initiative here. Bengaluru Football Club, they win, they go top of Goa. FC Goa and Sudeva Delhi, if they win their game, they go level on points. That's how critical that goal was. And head coach Degi Cardozo there, he knows that he has made one of the changes that could really define how far Mohun Bagan Super Giants do go this season in the Reliance Foundation Development League in a bid to retain their title. This is really unfortunate way to end the match here, as Javier Katkar is coming on for FC Goa. A couple of changes being made out of force for Israel Gurung. Javier Katkar comes on and it's a really sad end here. I think that is Sean Fernandez. It isn't, it's Sangam Shetye. Won't be able to continue here. It's been all action and unfortunately his game ends on the stretcher here as a throw in for FC Goa. Akash Singh puts it into a dangerous area. They do win the first header. Priyansh Dubey comes and Priyansh Dubey claims. Nicely done there from the skipper. Takes a bit of a knock. Might be an awkward landing there for Priyansh Dubey. Trying to run down the clock a little bit, but I think it might have just been an awkward landing on the elbow. Halfway stage of stoppage time already in the books. The referee will add time on, that's for sure. A couple of injuries in stoppage time as Priyansh Dubey, in the hopes of keeping 3 clean sheets in a bounce. As we take a look at the goal, look at that first touch from Biman Laskar. It is outrageous. First touch to get away, very special. And to make that, look at the reaction there from his teammates. They know what a massive goal that was. Group A now looking a lot more hectic now. FC Goa Started off their campaign with back-to-back victories, 3-1 against Diamond Harbour Football Club, 2-0 against Trinity Deccan, and now might just end up falling short against the defending champions Mohun Bagan Super Giants, who started their campaign with back-to-back nil-nil draws against Bengaluru Football Club and Diamond Harbour Football Club. But now against the table toppers, as it stands, they have a massive result in their hands. And it's Bivan Laskar who tries to make himself a real nuisance. I'm running out here for FC Goa to try and get this equalizer. Coach Israel Gurung will know that this really does put things into a really tricky situation. Coach Degi Cardozo ringing in the changes. He used all 5 of his changes off the bench and they've all contributed. You see Len Cook in defense making some very important interception, and of course Bivan Laskar scoring that all-important goal. Really was a special goal to break this game open. It was going to take a moment of brilliance, the manner of which how both defenses really have been on top of their game. It took a special moment and it did arrive. 5 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. Bivan Laskar off the bench as it stands, the match winner. Give the defending champs a bit of hope. There's Timsul Thompson. He should just run this way. It's perfect. Look at the pace here from Timsul Thompson in stoppage time here in the second half. Decent carry here from Bivan Laskar. Bivan thought about the shot. Doesn't make the contact but keeps the attack alive down the right-hand side. And they don't need to cross this ball in. Just keep the ball. Now the cross does arrive. It's on the money. It's on the stretch there. Parsi Doji Tamang. Danger still alive. Timsul Thompson's effort goes well over. FC Goa do survive. I'm running out for the table toppers. Here's Roshan Singh. Looks for the clearance. Finds Akash Singh. Crunching challenge. Rides it nicely. We're into borrowed time here. All shifted onto the left-hand side. It's overhit and Priyansh Dubey will comfortably gather and run down precious seconds. What a massive, massive result this will turn out to be if Mohun Bagan Super Giants can hold on to this. It took a special goal to open up the FC Goa defense. 2 goals conceded for FC Goa. 1 against Diamond Harbour Football Club. 1 against Mohun Bagan Super Giants. They will not have back-to-back clean sheets, but Mohun Bagan Super Giants, as it stands, it will be 3 clean sheets on the trot in the national group stages of the Reliance Foundation Development League. Talk about a strong base, a strong foundation, fully on display. Priyansh Dubey, I think that he's one of the favourites here to get the Golden Glove in the national group stages, that's for sure. Long punt forward. This is exactly where Mohun Bagan Super Giants wants the ball here. In the FC Goa half, look to run down the clock. Going to borrow time and stoppage time because of a couple of injuries. They run down the clock a little bit, unfortunately for Sangam Shetty. He was carried off on the gurney. Throw in here, you can see game management very much on display here from Mohun Bagan Super Giants. In no hurry to take this throw in. Ajit Ghazi, another second half substitute down the right hand side. Looks to take the throw in. Again, don't expect this ball to be flung into the box. In possession, referee is having a look at his watch. FC Goa do have the ball. Need to start this attack really quickly now. Last chance saloon here for the table toppers. To build out the back. Here's Asher Rodriguez. Need to start this attack quickly. Has just punted that forward. Should be comfortable for Priyansh Dubey, and it is. Another long ball easily gathered. Priyansh Dubey looking to run down the clock further. Head coach Israel Gurung knows that probably just maybe their race is run as the referee blows the full-time whistle at the SSA Stadium. What a massive result this is for the defending champions, Mohun Bagan Super Giants. It took a special goal off the bench from Bivan Laskar to be the difference maker in what was a tight and tense encounter here in Group A in the Reliance Foundation Development League national group stages. Mohun Bagan Super Giants get their first win in the national group stages. It came in dramatic fashion. It's three clean sheets in a row for the defending champions as they continue to be tremendous at the back. As for the league group leaders, FC Goa, they suffered their first defeat in heartbreaking fashion. They did match Mohun Bagan Super Giants very nicely, but the defending champions having just enough in the tank to take all 3 points to really now unsettle the top of Group A. Well, full time here at the SSA Stadium in Shillong. It was a breathless end to the match. It was the late Bivan Laskar show to give Mohun Bagan Super Giants all 3 points to keep their hopes alive of progressing into the national championship as head coach Israel Gurung scratches his head, wonders where it all went wrong. But both defenses nearly pulling off some incredible blocks, some very good interception, but in the end it took a special goal from Bivan Laskar to give Mohun Bagan Super Giants all 3 points here in Shillong. There you have it, the stats. Very little to separate the two teams. Mohun Bagan Super Giants did not have the fluidity going forward, just creating the 6 chances with 3 shots on target. 10 tackles to FC Goa's 5. FC Goa is slightly shading possession. 3 corners in favor of FC Goa. Mohun Bagan Super Giants having just the 2. But the most important statistic right there at the top, Mohun Bagan Super Giants in a must-win game, getting all 3 points against the table toppers FC Goa. Well, full time here at the SSA Stadium. It is Mohun Bagan Super Giants 1, FC Goa 0. Enjoy the highlights. We'll be back with more action in the Reliance Foundation Development League. Do stay tuned for the 11:30 a.m. kickoff as Mohun Bagan Super Giants get their trophy defense off and running.
Match na yun niya. Ya, scoreboard of the match na yun niya.